Hello, everyone. I welcome you to Talent and Skills Hub. My name is Dr. Fred Obala. In my last video, I made a place to help you to understand the sensitive nature of human mind in times of consumer behavior, in order to find creative ways to move more buyers towards saying yes to your products or services. As part of fulfilling the promise, I presented 4 consumer behavior studies that can help you to convert more customers to your business. So if you have not seen the video, please get it from the channel in order to understand those 4 given points and use them to your advantage to grow your small business. In this video, I am going to present to you 4 more consumer behavior studies that will give you instant results in terms of converting more customers to your business. So let's get started. 4 consumer behavior studies that will help you to instantly convert more customers to your business. And number 1 is use urgency in the right way. Creating a sense of urgency in your product description or advertisement is one of the oldest tricks when it comes to marketing and still one of the smartest. Scarcity is one of the 6 pillars of influence, and creating a sense of scarcity has helped a lot of marketers and business owners to achieve great sales. However, urgency can completely backfire on you and ruin your sales strategy if not done well. A study by Howard Levinson analyzed the effect of handing out tetanus brochures to participants. The researcher handed out 2 different pamphlets, of which both explain the terrible effect that tetanus disease can have on the body. However, the first pamphlet described only the effect of tetanus but did not give further information, while the second one included information of where to get vaccinated. Those who had received the second pamphlet were much more likely to take action, and the rate of their follow-up action for vaccination was 25% higher than the first group that did not receive any further information for vaccination. Hence, the researcher found that both groups received fearful information about the effect of tetanus, but those who had received a follow-up information were more engaged with the pamphlet because more specific information was given to them on the pamphlet than the other participants. The researcher then noticed that our minds are sensitive to block information that evoke a sense of urgency if there is no any further instruction on what to do next. He revealed that those who didn't receive a follow-up information were prone to convince themselves that they do not need to worry about tetanus because it will not happen to them. Whereas those in the second group had little reasons to feel this way because they had a plan to take action based on the given instructions. The bottom line here is urgency can be blocked by your customer's mind if you don't give them specific instructions on how to solve the problem. So rather than giving vague instructions, tell people exactly what to do when the time comes, and do not be afraid to drive them towards specific actions. Number 2, make their minds light up instantly. There is nothing that our brains love more than immediate stimulation. Research has shown that instant gratification is such a powerful force that makes the mind feel like achieving a great success. In terms of your customers, they feel instant gratification when they are rewarded after doing business with you. So your advertisement should remind buyers of this advantage at every given time. When a potential consumer or customer is on the verge of completing a purchase from your business, they are heavily influenced by how quickly they can receive gratification for spending their hard-earned money on your product or service. This indicates that our brains light up when we think about receiving something straight away. And that is the exact thing that we want to fire up in our brains. So words like instant, immediately, or even fast are known to flip the switch on the brain activity that makes us so prone to buy. In fact, rather than words like free and new, instantly may be the most persuasive word that you can implement in your advertisement or descriptions. However, if you are not selling digital goods, it may be better to use the word quick instead of instantly. The key to these words is that they allow us to envision our problem being solved right away. And whatever pain point we may have for purchasing that thing will become more enticing if we know that the problem will be solved instantly. The bottom line here is our brains love instant gratification, and we are more prone to buy when we are reminded that we can solve our problems quickly. So when consumers know that they will be rewarded immediately, they will be anxious to buy your product. But if they know that the desired result will delay or take some time before being achieved, the eagerness to act will slow down. Number 3, establish a rival or an enemy. In the business world, meaningful connections are paramount to your success. After all, who you know is often as important as what you know. As a result of that, networking is certainly important, but being said so, you still need an enemy. Why? And when could having an enemy be a good thing? In a highly controversial study entitled Social Categorization and Intergroup Behavior by social psychologist Henry Field, when he tried to define how human beings were able to commit acts of mass hatred and discrimination. In the research, the people were asked to choose between two objects or people that they had no relation or connection with. One example given was to pick between two painters with meaningless differences. Later, they were divided into groups based on their choices in order to defend the choices. Then the researcher found that people would show loyalty to their supposed group members and outrightly discriminate against outsiders, even when there is no significant difference between the groups. So people can easily show loyalty to their group members and discriminate against outsiders. We can easily see this among football club fans and in the classroom when they are doing group work. Although it sounds awful, but that is how our brains work. However, in your business, you do not need a physical enemy. All you need is to create a belief or idea in such a way that will resonate with your customers. So the focus here is not to investigate your competitors in search for an enemy. Rather, it is about associating with yourself with certain ideal while distancing yourself from the rest. Therefore, by creating a unique selling proposition that defines those who are not your ideal customers, you'll be able to define those who are your ideal customers. Then you will notice how your customers will discriminate against those who are not your customers. In the long run, it can lead to people who are not within your customer category to decamp their group to join the group that are your customers. The bottom line here is you will never find your brand's true voice without identifying the outsiders. So in order to bring your ideal customers into your camp, you need to first be against some ideal, belief, or perception, just as Apple was against boring PC users and their uncool computers. And number 4 is stand for something meaningful. We have talked about the importance of exclusion, but what about including those ideal customers? People do care about being included with brand message, but that is only when they share the same values. In fact, over 64% of those who have stated that they have a strong relationship with a single brand in a research say that they build the strong relationship because they had shared value with the company in question. So the question is, does your brand stand for something? According to some research findings, people don't seem to be loyal to companies at all, but they are loyal to what the company stands for. One great example is Tom's Shoes, a brand that many will claim is the real deal when it comes to making legitimate stand about their beliefs. Customers adore the company's policy for donating a pair of shoes for each pair sold. Or you can take a look at Zappos. The CEO defines the company not as an online retailer that sells shoes, but rather a customer service company that happens to sell shoes. This sort of viewpoint demonstrates how far Zappos will go to ensure amazing customers experience. The bottom line here is communicate clearly and regularly with your consumers about your company's value. They may enjoy your product, but the most loyal customers love what you stand for and how you can help them. Therefore, make it easy for them to see what you are all about. And those are another set of 4 consumer behavior studies that can help you to convert more customers to your business. In our next video, we are going to discuss the remaining studies. Remember to like and comment as well as share with others to educate them. And if you have not subscribed, please do so in order to be receiving other videos that we'll be publishing on the channel. Thank you and see you next time.